Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a truly inspiring topic, timeless beauty of small rustic garden treasure with recycled materials and dry branches. In this video, you'll discover how simple objects, old branches, and recycled treasures can be transformed into a magical rustic garden that radiates charm and sustainability. Stay with me until the very end, because every idea we share will spark your creativity and show you how to make your garden a timeless treasure. One, embracing the rustic garden charm. The timeless beauty of a small rustic garden begins with the philosophy of simplicity and harmony, where recycled materials and dry branches become the core design elements. Instead of relying on expensive decorations, this style allows natural textures and imperfections to create a warm, inviting space. The rustic garden is not about perfection, but about celebrating character, authenticity, and the stories behind every reused piece. Small rustic gardens thrive on creativity, making every corner feel like a treasure trove of unique designs. Using dry branches, you can build charming arches, fences, or even small plant supports that instantly give the garden a vintage countryside atmosphere. These simple additions enhance the look while ensuring that the garden maintains an eco-friendly approach. 'Recycled materials such as old wooden crates, glass jars, or chipped pottery breathe life back into what others might discard. By integrating these elements, the rustic garden transforms into a living testament to sustainability. Each item not only saves waste from landfills, but also contributes to the nostalgic charm that makes rustic gardens so appealing. 2. Recycled materials as garden treasures. The heart of the rustic garden lies in the ability to turn recycled materials into functional treasures that blend seamlessly with nature. Old ladders can be transformed into vertical plant stands, giving height and dimension to a small garden space. This approach ensures that every piece used in the garden carries both beauty and purpose. 'Empty tin cans, when painted or wrapped in jute, can serve as planters for herbs or flowers. These creative repurposings emphasize the rustic philosophy of finding beauty in everyday objects. By strategically placing these pieces, the garden feels more alive and layered, with each corner telling a story of resourcefulness. 'Even discarded bricks or stones can be incorporated into the garden's pathways, edging, or plant beds. Their worn-out textures enhance the rustic look, making the entire space look as if it has matured naturally over time. The timeless appeal of these recycled treasures proves that sustainability and beauty can go hand in hand. 3. The role of dry branches in rustic design. Dry branches are one of the most versatile and enchanting elements in rustic garden design. Their natural shapes and rough textures create instant charm, whether used as plant supports, trellises, or simple decorative arrangements. Unlike polished materials, branches bring a sense of raw beauty that connects the garden to nature. 'In small gardens, dry branches can be used to frame entrances or pathways, giving a cozy and handcrafted appeal. Their imperfect lines create organic boundaries that enhance the intimate feel of the garden. This allows even the smallest outdoor space to become a timeless retreat filled with rustic character. 'Beyond structure, branches can also be transformed into decorative pieces such as candle holders or rustic garden art. Their presence reinforces the principle of reusing natural resources while creating a unique focal point. With every dry branch, the garden gains more layers of story, texture, and beauty that withstand trends. 4. Creating garden pathways with recycled charm. A rustic garden feels more inviting when pathways are designed with recycled charm, guiding visitors through the beauty of each corner. Using reclaimed bricks, broken tiles, or weathered wood. Pathways become not only functional, but also visually captivating. This approach celebrates imperfections as part of the garden's character. Dry branches can serve as natural borders for these pathways, keeping the design simple yet effective. As you walk along, the crunch of gravel or the uneven textures remind you that the rustic garden embraces nature in its rawest form. Every step feels like a journey into a timeless countryside escape. By combining recycled stones with moss or ground cover plants, pathways gain a softer and more natural look. The result is a rustic environment where materials blend seamlessly with greenery, creating an authentic sense of age and serenity. Each recycled piece contributes to the garden's story of resilience and creativity. 5. Rustic seating and relaxation spaces. No rustic garden is complete without a cozy seating area made from recycled materials. Old wooden benches, refurbished pallets, or chairs crafted from reclaimed wood offer comfort while maintaining the timeless theme. These seating spaces become sanctuaries where one can reflect and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. Dry branches can be incorporated into seating designs, either as backrests, armrests, or decorative accents. Their raw and uneven forms bring authenticity, making every piece feel handcrafted and one of a kind. This rustic touch enhances the sense of retreat that small gardens naturally provide. Adding soft textiles such as linen cushions or woven throws complements the roughness of wood and branches. This contrast highlights the beauty of combining textures while preserving the rustic style. These seating corners become timeless treasures where recycled materials and natural charm meet in perfect harmony. 6. Decorative touches with rustic creativity. The magic of a small rustic garden often lies in the decorative details crafted from recycled objects and natural finds. Old watering cans, lanterns, or weathered baskets can be repurposed into delightful focal points. Each piece contributes to a layered aesthetic that feels nostalgic and timeless. Dry branches can be arranged into wreaths, rustic wall hangings, or frames for mirrors placed in the garden. These handcrafted decorations not only enhance beauty, but also carry symbolic meaning of growth and resilience. Their presence makes the garden feel personal, intimate, and full of character. Even small details like recycled glass bottles filled with wildflowers or twinkling lights strung along branches bring warmth to the rustic garden. These touches prove that beauty doesn't require perfection. It flourishes through creativity and authenticity. The garden becomes an evolving treasure chest filled with stories and memories. 7. Sustainability and timeless appeal. At its core, the rustic garden celebrates sustainability by reusing and repurposing materials that might otherwise be discarded. Every dry branch, old crate, or weathered stone carries a history, which adds to the timeless beauty of the garden. This eco-conscious approach ensures that the space is both beautiful and responsible. The enduring appeal of rustic design lies in its resistance to trends and fast-changing aesthetics. Unlike modern, polished gardens, a rustic garden feels relevant across generations, constantly evolving with recycled additions and natural growth. This quality makes it a lasting treasure for those who value depth over fashion. Through recycled materials and dry branches, the small rustic garden becomes more than just an outdoor space. It transforms into a living story of creativity, sustainability, and timeless beauty. Every element, no matter how humble, contributes to a larger narrative that speaks to the heart. 8. Vertical rustic wonders. In a small rustic garden, vertical designs maximize space while enhancing the natural aesthetic. By using recycled ladders, shelves, or old window frames, plants can be arranged in charming layers that draw the eye upward. These elements add both function and rustic charm, transforming limited areas into thriving green displays filled with texture and life. Dry branches play an essential role in vertical rustic creations, offering natural trellises for climbing plants. Twisting vines, colorful flowers, or even edible greens can climb these supports, softening the wood with living greenery. This union between recycled branches and growing plants creates an enchanting sense of movement and timeless beauty in the garden. Pause 02.00s. Old crates or pallets can be stacked to form rustic vertical planters, allowing herbs, succulents, and blooms to thrive in creative patterns. With careful placement, these elements turn unused corners into vibrant garden treasures. Each recycled piece contributes not just to sustainability, but also to the layered, storytelling charm of the rustic garden. 9. Rustic water features. Even the smallest rustic garden can benefit from a water feature created with recycled materials. Old barrels, clay pots, or weathered basins can be repurposed into mini fountains or bird baths. These pieces add movement, sound, and tranquility, blending seamlessly into the rustic atmosphere. Dry branches can be arranged around the edges of water features, framing them with natural textures. Their irregular shapes soften the structure and make the feature feel as if it naturally belongs to the garden. This approach helps create a timeless aesthetic while highlighting the creativity of recycled design. 'The gentle sound of flowing water enhances the rustic charm, providing a soothing backdrop for relaxation. Surrounded by recycled stones or pebbles, the feature takes on an authentic countryside feel. In every way, it becomes a treasured centerpiece that enriches the atmosphere of the small rustic garden. 10. Lighting the rustic garden. Lighting plays a vital role in extending the beauty of a rustic garden into the evening. Recycled jars, lanterns, or old bottles can be transformed into glowing lights that add warmth and intimacy. Their gentle illumination enhances the sense of nostalgia and makes the garden feel like a magical retreat. Dry branches can serve as natural poles or hanging supports for string lights and lanterns. Their organic forms add whimsy to the lighting arrangement, creating a rustic canopy that frames the night sky. This simple yet enchanting setup proves that recycled and natural materials can create unforgettable experiences. By using solar-powered lights or candles and recycled holders, the garden maintains its eco-friendly philosophy. These lighting details not only reduce waste, but also highlight plants, pathways, and decorations in soft golden tones. The result is a rustic treasure that glows with timeless beauty, even after sunset. 11. Seasonal rustic accents. A rustic garden thrives on the changing seasons, embracing new recycled decorations and dry branch arrangements throughout the year. In spring, reclaimed baskets filled with fresh blooms bring vitality, while summer emphasizes greenery supported by rustic trellises. Each season adds its unique layer of timeless charm. Autumn introduces dry branches arranged as wreaths, scarecrow frames, or rustic centerpieces. Combined with fallen leaves and natural textures, the garden reflects a warm and nostalgic countryside feel. Seasonal accents not only refresh the design, but also keep the rustic garden lively and evolving. 'Winter may highlight the minimalist beauty of branches, recycled lanterns, and hardy plants. With snow or frost, these simple designs stand out in timeless elegance. This seasonal adaptability makes the rustic garden feel alive, always offering new stories with recycled treasures and natural beauty. 12. A garden of stories and memories. Every piece in a small rustic garden carries a story, whether it's a cracked pot turned planter, an old chair reborn as a flower stand, or branches that once shaded the yard now forming a trellis. These details turn the garden into a living memory, connecting past and present through creativity. Visitors often find themselves drawn to these rustic treasures, curious about the history behind them. A garden filled with recycled materials and dry branches doesn't just display plants. It showcases the imagination of its creator. Each corner becomes a timeless reminder that beauty lies in resourcefulness and authenticity. Over time, the rustic garden evolves, adding new recycled finds and reshaping with nature's growth. This ongoing transformation keeps the space dynamic while preserving its timeless charm. Ultimately, the rustic garden is more than decoration. It is a personal archive of memories, sustainability, and natural wonder. Conclusion. And that's it for today's video on the timeless beauty of small rustic garden treasure with recycled materials and dry branches. We've seen how recycled objects, dry branches, and natural textures can create stunning rustic designs, proving that beauty doesn't need perfection. It comes from creativity and authenticity. If you enjoyed this video and found inspiration for your own garden, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support means the world and helps us bring you even more creative ideas for your home and garden.